What is happening, y'all? Welcome on back to episode 7 of the walkthrough. So, if you failed to beat Margit in the last episode, no worries. You can go after this episode and you'll be a little bit better set up. But I do think it's worth taking him out because killing him gets you your next talisman slot. And you'll already know I'm a big fan of charge attacks. So adding the axe talisman on, which, oh my god, does that put my load up too much? It does. That's okay, we can, there we go. We're good. We're back to medium load. Yeah, I can't believe I was that close. But yeah, using this for the charge attacks along with the spiked cracked tier, we are going to have some big, really big, beefy charged attacks. Charged attacks that are just going to basically obliterate whatever we hit with them. So there's a bunch of jellyfish around here. You can fight them if you want, but we're not really concerned with taking out the jellyfish. We want to run over this way, kind of southeast, and there we go. The red jellyfish is what you want to look for. Got the Godric soldier ashes, and magic grease. That's what I came for. Thank you, jellyfish. After them, we're gonna just head south. Oh, another thing I can grab. Let me see in my notes. I wrote jellyfish for grease, blood shard, and shard. And then we go south for a starlight shard. Now, starlight shards are interesting. You can use them to gradually replenish your FP, but later on in the game, there's going to be a merchant that'll trade us some really cool spells for these. So, I know the idea of regenerating FP sounds attractive, but if you're a caster, I would suggest hanging on to them to make sure you can get those spells. So as we run through the fields, one of these giants will wake up. I think it might be the one right there by all those bats. Nope, here we go, this guy. Put up our buff. You can see how I have double axe buffs now. Boom, look at that, 1200 damage. Fall down. See, this is why I said you gotta be careful at nighttime. Because you got these stupid bats. And that's one thing I've noticed with this game. Not the bats. The bats are whatever. But in general, I've noticed that there's a lot of buff stacking possible. You can really, really load up. So, let me see. Starlight Shore, Giant, the Jail, crossed legs on the broken ruins. Oh, those are these. Let's go up here. It's an emote you can get. And the crazy thing is, I mean, we're running around grabbing all sorts of items. And you know what? I would still bet there's something in this region that I probably don't know about, even after all the playthroughs I've done. Just because the sheer amount of stuff out in this world is absolutely unreal, and that's what I really want to showcase with these first couple episodes. This is the first region of the game, and there's so many things. Like, we've killed a tutorial boss so far, and that's been it. Alright, now this Everjail has a Crucible Knight. Everjails you usually can't pull summons into. I'm gonna give this guy one attempt. To be honest, I don't like trying to fight this dude. I think he is very dangerous at this point. But, you know, we're here. Let's try it. See, that's why I don't like fighting this guy at this point. Trying to use the counterattack on him will not work. As you can see, he deals an immense amount of damage. Thankfully, because our flask is already at +4, it's very easy to heal up. seeing how much damage we're doing, though, I think I can kill him, so I'm just going to do it now. So this is what I was talking about with the revive. The Stake of Marika are usually like outfield areas that you can respawn. So this one is right here, right next to the jail. Anytime you die out fighting a world boss, there's usually one of those nearby. Just helps because the closest grace is like over there at Storm Hill. Yeah, this build definitely does a lot more damage to him than I have on other builds, so we'll try and take him out. We'll do one more time. I'm not gonna waste time because, you know, one of the greatest things about this game is that you can always just leave and come back and fight something at a later time. We deal good damage, he's just very tanky. One of the hard, honestly, Crucible Knights are some of the hardest enemies in the game, I feel. They have an immense amount of poise, so much so that it is very, very hard to actually break their attacks. You can parry them, but the thing is they deal so much damage that if you miss a parry, you're just going to get bonked, which I haven't actually tried parrying them. Let's try that, just because I'm curious. This is more me testing something, because on the prep we've been playing, I've had one that's a strength build and one that is a mage build, and neither of those go for parries, so kind of curious to see what that'll do for us. I got a partial. So yeah, the parry did a fair amount of damage, but as you can see, that he just has a big health pool. So the best bet is going to be getting a parry, but see, that's why those Crucible Knights get you. You can see that step in right there, and that was with 2 rolls backward, and he still stepped in and got the kill. So we're gonna leave him for now. But this does give me a good opportunity to talk about marking. Now, while there is no quest log of any sort in the game or anything to remind you what a quest was, one of the things that is nice is you can leave little marks on the map. So for example, you know, there's this Everjail, and there's this one, but I know I cleared this one. So since we still have to kill this guy, what we're going to do is we're going to pull up a marker, and we'll put a little skull there. And now that way, I know, hey, I need to come back here later and kill that Crucible Knight. And there's all kinds of little markers, so, you know, feel free to use them. When you're looking on your HUD, that will show up. I don't think they're universal on your HUD. I think it's like just when you're in the general vicinity, so, you know, you're not going to have markers all over the map, and that is not the one I wanted to go to. We want to go over here. There's a quick range talisman we're going to pick up from that thing, and then we're going to go snag up a PvP item. We're going to grab the lance, catacombs, and 2 dungeons. You can actually get those guys as a summon. They do pretty good. I think the crazy thing is y'all saw how much damage I was doing to the Crucible Knight. And keep in mind, this is like an ideal start. So we are, you know, we are loaded up right here. By the way, that's like a rune level 1 down there where that giant jumps down, so I wouldn't worry about it. I think that's just a Cerulean Scabbard, but for me, let me run up and confirm you aren't anything I need to kill. No, you're red. Okay. So we are going out here, the Warmaster Shack. Jellyfish is done. We can get, I think it's one of these. I don't remember exactly which one. I wrote square structure. What are my markings? So, my people that crave PvP, we're going to go get you an item real fast. And my people that don't care about PvP, we're getting you a talisman. Either way, there's something for everybody in our next adventure. Yeah, the Crucible Knight, he's very overtuned. Like, I mean, you saw how much damage I'm doing, and this was with, like, an ideal start, so we're 27 already. We have a unique weapon that's at +4. Like, we are very, very strong for the start of the game. You've seen what I've done to every other boss, and that guy still just dunks all over me. So this guy isn't really much of a threat. You can pretty much just kind of run up and beat him down. At least with the thing we're using, you can see that we have more than enough stuff to get through. Everything he can do. You can kill him pretty easily. That's going to get you the Hammer Talisman, which helps to break shields. And now we have the small red effigy and the Duelist's Finger. So looking over here, this is for co-op. This is if you're looking for PvP. Duels in particular, and I say that because there are invasion fingers, and if you're co-oping with a friend and you see a red sign down, don't click that red sign and summon someone into your world just to have a 1v2 with them, because that's really poor form. Like, that's peak small dick energy. If you want to duel somebody, summon the red sign. But, I mean, I know there's already people out there that are probably looking for red signs just so they can gank. And it's like, why, you know? Because think about it, that person could have invaded your world, and instead they put down a sign hoping to find somebody to fight, so I'm going to put that PSA out there. Don't abuse red signs. Invaders, yeah. Gank them with 3 of your buddies. Do whatever you want. That's a different scenario. There we go. Got the lance. That's good. And then, we want to go... There's catacombs. I believe it's here. And over here... Check. Right. Yeah, that sounds about right. This is the encampment we ran by earlier. And right up the side. Remember, it's like right along this wall. There it is. I remember, I think this may... No, the Deathbird is out by the Giants. The Beast Eye quivers. That means there's another beast thing down here. I think this may be a skeleton one. It is. Well, we'll take a look. What do I got on my notes? Summon upgrades and heal on backstab trinket here. So there's the root resin. That's the stuff I was talking about. You can use it to make upgrade mats and see how much damage we're hitting. So 431, you know, and when they die, you have to hit them again. But so this is why I wanted to get y'all Sacred early on, because even though there aren't any upgrades in this, this will still just holy damage purges skeletons. You can see that one didn't even get a chance to respawn. That hasn't been super consistent for me. In some cases, holy damage will just, it'll, you know, yeet them away. But there's been others where I still needed to hit them twice. But either way, it's good to have, because you can, you know, you don't have to use this on your Morningstar. You can use this on any weapon that's non-unique. And it makes a world of difference, you know, because otherwise these guys, they keep showing up. Like, look how easy this is. On an unupgraded Morningstar, we're just like, no, bad skeleton, go sit down. That's why even if you have a unique weapon, like in our case, we have, you know, that one weapon that's unique, it's still gonna be worth having a more normal weapon that you can change the Ash of War on. For cases like this, because if you're fighting something that's super weak to holy, you can do this. If you're fighting something, well, if you're fighting something that's like weak to fire or other things, usually you're just going to use paper. Skeletons are definitely a unique case where using the holy damage will just, you know, purge the darkness. Have to get... I'm trying to remember how to get up there. I thought it was like a hidden wall. We don't need to go up there. We've already opened things, but it's a piece of loot, and I don't like leaving behind loot. Remember. Here we go. This way. Oh no. That's why, even as a strength build, I recommend you have at least one blue flask for situations just like that. Uchi and arrows. Okay, now we are good. Isn't the power of holy wonderful? So before we go in, we are going to go rest since we don't have that. Well, let me see. Tell me, how much FP do we have? We have a total of 30 FP, and how much are y'all? Y'all are 44, so yes, we're going to want to go in. In general, anytime you're considering trying out a new summon, keep in mind what your total FP is. That is going to be the important factor. So, you know, I can see right now my FP is 68. I go here. I can use all of them. I could use the Godric Soldier Ashes, but, you know, like I said, these dudes keep coming back from the dead, and that's endlessly useful. So, I am likely going to use them for a large chunk of this. One thing that I will say is late game, well, not even late game really, we're more on the mid game. There is a summon we can get, and there's a couple of these, but there's one in particular that we're going to be going for that allows you to sacrifice your health to get the summon instead of having to spend the FP. So even really strong melee-oriented builds, you'll still be able to get juicy summons, you know? It's not like only the casters are going to have the summons. Got some more death root. There to grab more root resin. Root resin over there, it looks like. Yeah. The Cerulean Dagger, that's an interesting item. It's going to give you critical hits, restore HP. A critical hit is, you know, when you break the enemy's guard and you get that follow-up attack, when you dismount them from the horse in the follow-up, backstabs, parries, all of those are considered criticals. So if you're really good at getting stuff like that off, something to consider. Okay, next we got High Road Cave. That has a attack power on low equipment weight talisman, along with more upgrade mats. Caves in general are going to be really good to get you your upgrade mats. And right around here, there should be a... looking for the wind. There it is. Alright, let's rest real fast, just in case we don't reach it. If you want, you can kill this pumpkin head. I guess we might as well. We're here. We're making good time this episode. Oh no. Oh no. Come on. There we go. I got it. Ooh, I was close. So you see how we ended up getting that little, that wind thing? We talked about it before. But that will always mitigate out falling damage. Super, super nice. After this, we have 2 nighttime bosses, and then the only other thing would be if we wanted to try another swing at the night, now that we've put a little bit more into health and stamina. Is this the one with the trap? No, it is not. There's a big hole, though. Okay, we go up here first. The cave moss. And then down into the cave. See, these early caves aren't too bad, because it's pretty easy to remember where everything is. It's the later caves that I'm dreading a little bit. Because some of the later caves, man, they are full-on labyrinths. Like, you will get lost running through them and be like, did I go there? Did I go there? Did I do that? And that is the other path we could have taken right there, so you don't need to worry about that. Very carefully fall down here. You can see the platform below. And jump. Jump again. If you want, you can pull these guys over. Just give them a second. That way they're not hitting you when you're not paying attention. We're going to be heading over that way, but we'll... That's why I need a bow. Noxious little shits that fly around. Take him out before he even gets a chance to attack. Right, then we go this way. That's going to bring us around to a loop that we couldn't get otherwise. Now, I haven't made this jump successfully. Oh, actually, never mind. There's a drop right there. I didn't notice that before. Huh. That certainly makes things easier. Then we're going to head on in, grab these goodies, and then we got a boss. Actually, this is a giant boss. I'm not worried about counter summons. Just do it. Same rules as always apply for giants. 2 heavy attacks. Charged heavies. The trolls, you go for the eye. The giants or golems, you go for the chest. Okay, we got the jellyfish, we got the giant, the jail, the crossed legs, War Master Shack PvP item, we got the lance, Death Touch Catacombs, Backstab, got High Road Cave, and next up we have Deathbird. So Deathbird should be here. We'll go kill him, we'll go kill Knight Rider, and then I might take one more whack at the Crucible Knight, just because I hate leaving things unfinished. Oh, looking good. I can probably put back on some more armor to flush my fashion back out a bit. Just to go through this guy's stuff real fast, Stamp Upward Cut is a really good ability because it allows you to basically poise through a single attack and then do a super strong follow-up, so I really like that. Endure has some useful things if you're a caster, because you can basically tank a hit and then get off your spell. The other big one, which is probably going to be worth picking up right now, just because it's universally good, is the no skill. Now I know you're probably like, wait a minute, why would I want to have no skill? You know, that doesn't sound useful at all. The thing is, if I take no skill Ash of War and I put it on my shield, which I'm not parrying a bunch, but by doing that, if I have my shield equipped and I hit L2, I'll do my weapons art instead of parrying with the shield. So food for thought. If you're not good on parries, go for no skill on your shield, and that way you can just go straight into your weapon art when you press L2. I hope this is the right area. I remember him being like nearby the giants. Yeah, I got the summon icon up. This is it. Where are you at? Come on. Should be like right around these ruins. Now, if you get too far over there, you're going to lose the summon, so I'm waiting for him to come over to us. See how the summons start blinking? That means I'm out of the range where I can keep the summons. You can see this guy hits pretty hard. Should run on over this way in a second. Feathered branch sword, which I think is down here. Raise defense when HP is low. Not really all that useful. That last one we picked up, that does go down here. That last one we got will increase your attack power if your weight is really low. So like if you're playing a bandit class, it's useful. gonna ride on out here for Knight Rider. This guy's pretty easy to fight mounted, but you don't have to. So when he starts getting low... Ow! He dismounted me, you son of a bitch. When you are mounted, R2 is going to swing to my right, just like L2 is going to swing to my left. Same. L1 is going to swing that way, R1 is going to swing the other way. Even if you knock him off his horse, he will resummon it. So just be ready for that. When I have his horse low like this, what I like to do is go for a jumping attack, kill the horse, and then that way you're ready for the critical. There we go. I just killed the Knight Rider, and these dudes with basic swords and torches are walking up like they're gonna do something. Bunch of silly bitches. So with that, we have basically cleared out most of Limgrave. I'm gonna try him because I'm thirsty like that. I'm gonna go try and kill Crucible Knight again. I think I can do it. Level 30. Things won't go the same way they did the last time we met. They probably will, but... I mean, one of the great things about these guys is you can't do souls. And you can see right now that icon that I put on the map, it's not appearing yet. Once we get a little bit closer to the location, that'll pop up in my compass as a reminder to like, hey, there's a dude over here. So, like I said back towards the start, you don't need to worry about markers like flooding your compass as you play. You know, it's not going to be Skyrim style where they're all over everything. Surprised it hasn't popped back up yet. There it is. Took a minute. Alright, we're going super try hard on his ass. I have my health at full. Ah, that great shield. I'm really doing a bad job at dodging those. Oh my god, he went for the super tail. He doesn't do that one until he's really low. Oh no, I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh my god! I hate the Crucible Knight. Anyway, we're gonna wrap this one on up. We'll just have to save him and beat him down later. But anyway, moving on to the next episode, we're going to be heading on down to the Weeping Peninsula, which is the area of southern Limgrave. I think it's worth mentioning that at this point in the game, if you wanted to start Stormvale Castle, you could, and starting that would get you your first Great Rune, which can be very beneficial. But you could also head down south, and there's a couple more things that we're going to get down south that are also going to be really helpful. So, in general, I think it is a safer bet for you to go down south for the time being. So, we are going to warp on over to the bridge. Actually, no, we're not going to warp to the bridge. We're going to start from the church. Start from over here, Church of Pilgrimage. So, head on over that way. Next episode, we're going to try and knock out Weeping Peninsula. We'll probably get most of that done and then save the Morn related stuff for another part. But y'all stay tuned, and we'll have more Elden Ring coming your way soon.